Yo, public service announcement. I'm all sweaty and stuff. Kind of, I had to go ahead and get my walk on before it tried to start pouring down raining out here. But as I was sitting here listening to Jason Williams on the Dear Wifey podcast, and so he said this one thing about us men, we are not taking care of ourselves. He said, like, the stuff that we buy, cars and a house and all that, a lot of times that can be to impress women. Or even, I even take it a little step further, that it's you putting all of your identity into the things that you buy, the clothes you wear and things of that sort. And so as I was sitting there reflecting about the whole thing about, us men not taking care of ourselves, I started to think like, man, you know what? That's true. A lot of us men, we do not take care of ourselves. Physically, spiritually, or even emotionally. We would sit there, for example, women would go get their hair done, their nails done, and all this other stuff. They would keep themselves up. And even to take it a step further, that's the outer appearance of a woman. An inward appearance, a real woman is gonna get themselves checked out. They got their PCP on deck. They got them on speed dial. If they got the gynecologist, if something wrong with their eyes, they go to an eye doctor. Man, women are taking care of themselves. That's it. If they be like, man, something wrong in my body, they'll call their PCP up. Hey, I'm making an appointment today, or I'm making an appointment Monday. Or if something going wrong, they going to the emergency room. Us men, man, if something happened to us, guess what? We be like, nah, I'm straight, I'm fine. It literally took me getting injured, having a foot injury back in my 20s, to be like, you know what, I need to go get a primary care physician. It took me getting a foot injury to do that. And I've been had insurance for years. And so I was like, man. Then when I was dealing with the foot injury, I started going to a podiatrist. And the podiatrist had to tell me the reason that you have a lot of issues with your feet. One, you're flat-footed. Two, that you need a pedicure. You got callus on your heels and your foot, this thick, and it was crazy. I was like, man, I didn't know it was that deep. It's like where they started scraping the stuff off. It was bad, because at the time I thought if you get a pedicure, that's man law violation and stuff like that. Oh, only women get pedicures and stuff like that. So I started to get pedicures and my feet had started to feel better. I started to get like insoles and orthotics for my feet, and my feet started to get better. But it was so far gone that I had to end up having surgery. And so it took all of that for me to just be like, you know what, I need to start going to a doctor. Us men, do not allow something drastic to happen in order for you to say, you know what, I need to take care of myself. That's the problem. We wait for something drastic to happen. There's so many men that are dying and they're just, falling off the face of the earth. And you're like, man, what happened to them? Guess what? You come to find out later, it was underlying blood pressure issues. It was so much stuff going on in their body that they just, waved it off for so many years. And it really took me getting these shoulders injuries and having surgeries for me to start eating better. Yeah, I was going to the gym. I was losing the weight. I'm on the shakes. I'm doing all the protein and everything, and was wondering how am I cut up and toned up here, but I still got a gut, because I'm still eating the wrong stuff. And so it took me having all of these surgeries. It took me taking all these medications to where back in 2021, I was on like 5 different medications off of that surgery, and I started looking, my stomach was so swollen, looked like I was 9 months pregnant. And so it took me all of that just to be like, you know what? Maybe I need to start being conscious of the stuff that I intake. Maybe I need to be conscious of the stuff that that I eat. Maybe I need to eat a lot more healthier. And I've noticed that throughout this process, I don't really have to take medicine as much. But guess what? With the natural herbs and even eating better, my body feels a lot better. And you can look, you be like, oh, he looks good. But guess what? I be in pain a lot. But the thing is, I'm also maintaining it by what I put in my system. So men, you have to be mindful of what you put in your system, whether it's through what you see, what you smell, what you hear, even in the eating certain things. You have to be mindful. Men, we have to take care of ourselves. Like, trying to get a man to go to the doctor is like trying to give a cat a bath, man. It sometimes be hard, but the thing is, it's gonna be very beneficial. I mean, trust me, I was the one that's always not, didn't like going to the doctor and stuff like that. Now, shoot, I sit there and, go get blood work, make sure that all my labs and stuff is good, make sure that my body is healthy as well. And also, we're gonna talk about the spiritual. Us men, God had made us the head. He made us to be leaders. So that's why every morning I at least, have some type of devotional. I at least pray. Man, I ain't saying that I'm the, the greatest saint or anything like that, but it's like I'm striving to be better. So us men, we have to do better. We have to do better, and we have to take care of ourselves spiritually, physically, and even emotionally. It's your boy.